We're live. Hello. Welcome to The Vast. We're back. It's us. We're here for session 6, which is Makestation episode 3, which is fucking confusing. Why do I do this? Arc 2, session 6, episode 3. In my mind, it's like it makes sense. For a production standpoint, it's really bad. Hey, this is our Starfinder Actual Play series live. Or if you're listening to this via podcast, not live. Hello from the past, I suppose. Hey, I'm here with a bunch of friends. And listen, here's the thing, gang. We have a special guest joining us for the first time, never before been in the podcast. Beth, would you like to introduce your character?
I was like, wait, what? Who's in the wings? It's me.
Genuinely scared.
It's because Justin forgot I existed in a call with me in it. And he was like, okay, Ben, I'll see you for the Vast. And I was
I looked at Ben and I was like,
yeah.
Ben, I'll see you Thursday for the Vast.
I'm
I was
like,
like,
hey
I
man,
guess
that's
I'm
cool.
disinvited. It's me. I'm Beth. I am, in fact, here. I don't remember how I'm supposed to introduce myself.
Who are you playing?
Oh, I play Kivari,
Wow.
Nash, a Lashunta evolutionist.
Cool. What's she all about?
Oh, you know, she's real happy all the time. Real ray of sunshine.
That sounds about right. Speaking
Yeah.
of ray of sunshine, Ben.
Hey! Oh, you didn't have to. Thank you. Yeah, but I play TJ. He's a mechanic, pilot, and he's dealing with the fact that his dog is now full of cheese.
So much queso.
Yeah, and it's going to be expensive to clean him out, but I have faith. You know?
Yeah. Speaking of gay of sunshine, it's Katie.
That's me. Happy holidays, everybody. That's me, big local gay person. Hi, everybody.
Tall as hell.
I'm so fucking tall. I'm super tall, super gay. Let's play 2 truths and a lie, actually. Fuck introductions. Anyway, I'm here. I'm playing Rat Jesus. 'Tis the season. He's cute little rat guy that filled that dog with cheese.
Rick?
I genuinely forgot that last episode was just like a series of failures except for the cheese, and then a series of more failures. So that's good. That's where the podcast is in like life. And I think we're in a good, arc 2, session 6 of podcast number 70.
Yep.
For Justin.
Yep.
And we're all here.
This is campaign 10 or 11, I think, on Nofame, which is wild. And hey, oh wait, hold on now. I have things. It's me, Justin. I'm here too. Balloons. I turned them off because me and Ben are a part of a spooky mini series, and it's not time for balloons.
How often are you throwing these up in the spooky session?
All the time.
Okay.
You'd be surprised.
Every 2 minutes.
Okay.
Like, Galir has little balloons back there. Galir died for your sins this holiday season.
Did you crucify Galir?
No, he's on my guitar.
Galir, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, did you crucify Galir on your guitar?
He's electrified. No?
He's the final boss of the Vast. I see it now.
Yeah, it's Galir.
Uh-oh.
I've ended up in the wrong campaign. Anyway, listen, here's the thing, everyone. We've been... Why didn't I play? Oh, it froze. Here we go. Here's the thing, everyone. So we've been doing these little scenarios to get in the mood of the session. And they're always serious. They're always very important scenarios that help build out our characters and figure out, who they are. So here's the thing. Is this the right music? I think it's the right music, sure. Yeah. You have all been offered a headlining spot in the PWWF, the Packed Worlds Wrestling Federation. All right? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, which not only comes with a host of fame, it also comes with a hefty prize of credits and sponsorships. The dilemma is, Chard was the one who signed you up as a team, and he listed you all under the name the Chard Toppers. If you do well and even win, you'll go down in history as being a part of the Chard Toppers. He thought you were going to reach the top of the charts, so the Chard Toppers. Who here is saying yes to fame, and who's turning down the opportunity of a lifetime? Who's joining Team Chard Toppers?
I love seeing Ben so excited.
On 3.
Yeah, Ben was so excited, and then you ruined this for him.
Yeah. Oh.
You showed him a beautiful shiny toy, and then you crumpled it and you threw it into traffic.
Yeah.
I think Ben doesn't want to play with you anymore.
I would take a walk right now, but I can't.
It's so cold outside. Ben.
I know. Yeah.
Ben's disappointed in you. Ben's not mad. He's just disappointed.
Very much so, because you had me in the first half. I was excited. I was happy. I was like, yeah, let's go. And then you can see me in real time just go from happy to sad.
That's the point, baby. That's the whole point.
1,000
puppies, PWWF,
Tired of Chard scenarios. I need to
We're tired
go.
of this, Grandpa.
Tired of him. He's ruining everything.
Now that I've started, I can't stop. Who's joining the Chard Toppers? That's what I want to know.
Fame would be bad for me, so
Yeah.
I'm respectfully declining.
I'm
Disrespectfully
a
declining.
Yeah, I'm a wanted criminal, so I will also eye roll my way out of this.
TJ, what's TJ doing?
Ben wants to say no. That I feel that is conveyed and convinced. But TJ, I feel if he can get all the resources and things of that nature, then yeah, TJ would be a. Well, I have to say it out loud.
No.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I think you did.
No, Beth, don't.
I think you have to admit to being
No.
Ben.
A topper? Is that?
a Chard topper, yeah.
No, not the Chard pop. I'm just a topper now.
Say it with the hard D. Hard topper. Just rolls off the tongue, huh? You associating yourself with that?
It hurts.
Look at what you've done to us, Justin.
Gotta get a Chard topper shirt now. Is that
Chard Toppers?
That's the new.
Here comes Chard with a chair.
Oh.
Chard's elbow. The
Stop.
Stone Chard stunner.
Stop hurting me. Stop hurting Ben. You hit the limit. You cannot pass go again. Stop it.
All right. Well, we've got our answers. We've got one person. Odyssey 9 wants to be on the team too. So Odyssey 9 is obviously going to join the Chard Toppers.
Oh, okay.
They're all about it. They're Odyssey 9, baby. They're all about it.
Yeah.
Well, okay, with all of that out of the way, last session, you all met Webb and their crew up in Webb's palace, the kind of a lounge bar type area that Webb had set up in Makestation, which is the criminal-infested station that hovers in the Armada, which is a ring of ships that surrounds Absalom Station. Chard owes a lot of credits to Webb, but figured Webb would be all of your best bet to get to Absalom Station without being found out by the Knights of Galerion, going through customs, the normal way that people board that station. So Chard brought you all along there. You met up with Webb, who seemed to be missing some crew members, and even worse than that, found out mid-talk that supplies have gone missing from their storage, from their lockup. They made a deal, Webb made a deal with all of you, saying that, hey, if you get our goods back, I can cut you a deal. I can cut you a deal. This is why I don't do that. I can cut you a deal. What were you going to say, Katie?
You can't stop thinking about chard toppers, right? Is
No,
that
I
right?
did. I did this, and a little thumbs up popped up on the screen. Yeah, there it is.
Okay. It's too sneaky first time. Thanks for explaining.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping, honestly explaining for the audio crew.
Yeah.
For all the podcast listeners out there
True.
who aren't getting the joy of the little thumbs ups or the balloons
Yeah, or
or our
like
beautiful faces.
these ones.
What's going on with that?
Little hearts.
Oh my sick little hearts.
Any
Chard
darts.
toppers.
Chard.
Chard.
Duh. Yeah.
Chard toppers.
Yeah, chard.
Thanks,
toppers.
that's all.
Tip of the chard, the teeth, the lips.
Yuck! Yuck, Justin!
That's
Ew.
disgusting.
It's a vocal
Good
warm-up.
Lord! Shit, Justin! What is this podcast rated?
I am, I think. I think I list everything as mature. I truly do.
As well it should be. NC-17. Oh, fuck.
Where was I? You all made a deal with Webb to not chard-ons.
Chard-ons is so good.
Really?
Jesus.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God.
Fuck, that's so funny. I should have called him that. But yeah, you cut a deal with Webb to get the stolen good, or if you wanted a way down to the under docks, which is outside of the spike below Absalom Station. If you found their goods and a bonus, if you recovered their people, you'd get down and get some credits for that. Just an option. Leaving, you investigated the storage locker, you took a look at the missing crew members' rooms. Kivari spotted an old crew member from the Ember Crown Pirates leaving a meeting with Webb just before you all walked in. Webb informed Kivari that Luminique was here scouting for Kane, hunting down and intercepting shipments from Life Innovations, but Webb wasn't aware of any such goods moving through the station, or so they told you. I think you rolled some checks on that, and I don't think they were good. Chard is being watched by Webb and the crew. TJ spotted in the storage area. Looked like it had been an old hangar. Likely the thieves got in through the vents. They opened up a part of the floor and moved the goods down through where ships would be moved in and out of this storage area. Webb mentioned if you had ship-related things you wanted to take care of for your own vessel, the Going Nebula, the Nebby. You could talk to Sprocket, who lives somewhere in the Stazar. You could hunt down Sprocket to get some information or anything kind of done with the ship, whatever you might need. Back in the Stazar, a whole host of things were going on. You saw this giant Atlas beetle Sharon pull some wrestling moves on this human before throwing them into a duct. You saw this like tall elven figure who got swindled by a bunch of shitty teens, and the teens like zipped off to an upper floor, stealing some cred sticks from them. You saw a bunch of like bulky figures, bulky humans with augmentations and like moving goods for grinny like giant crates, which you can only assume are filled with illegal weapons probably, and ended up near the center of the Stazar, where they had a statue which Skrank had deduced was a statue to Besmara, which is the kind of the pirate goddess, kind of the god of being free, kind of living your life how you want to live your life, chasing after dreams and all of that good stuff. Looking at the statue was a mysterious man dressed in fine kind of silks who seemed a little out of it, and when Skrank asked their name, they couldn't remember. Skrank turned to tell TJ and Kivari, and when Skrank looked back, the figure was gone around a corner and disappeared into the crowd with a nat 20 stealth check, baby. Skrank then had a small meltdown about the compass, pointing to the statue, and as Skrank was yelling about the compass at the statue, a light that was lighting up the statue went out. I can actually switch over to our battle screen. We can see the statue on screen. Wow, so cool. I didn't have much time, so I scrambled to put this together. But yeah, fun times. But getting back into the session, we return to the Pact Worlds, and our view pans around the hub of civilization, Absalom Station, home of the Knights of Galerion, the Abadar Corporation, the Aspis Consortium, stewards, prestigious schools for talented technomancers, Starfinder Society, and much more. Below all of those well-known establishments is the Spike, home to the poor, the hungry, the destitute, the dreamers, home to those who can't make it on the main deck, home to those driven out by corporate greed and class war. But beyond that, outside of the station lies the Armada, which is the ring of ships formed by both militant and citizens alike. Those who prefer to live off-grid at a great risk of just having the vacuum of space outside of your window. Within the Armada is the station made up of various interlinking ships, creating a maze-like structure for criminal activity, known as Makestation. We zip through various corridors dimly lit by various warning lights from a dozen different vessels. Our view stops in the central hub, one of the few places that mostly stays the same, the Stazar. A hold of an old hull of a Knights of Galerion ship hangar that had been repurposed into a multi-layer town square of sorts. The Stazar is as puzzling as it is dangerous. Some of the most wanted people in the Pact Worlds end up there, most of whom pay some respect to the one who controls it, the drow named Webb. But back on the Stazar, as I discussed before, we spotted all kinds of interesting... I wrote that... This is what happens when I go off script. I end up coming back to the thing I had already just winged earlier. Here we are. We return to the Stazar, and we see all of the lively figures that are moving around and all of the shenanigans that are occurring. But our view continues around kind of the exterior of the central point. We see a lineup of people, sickly, coughing. Most of them have their faces kind of wrapped up in various kinds of garments, all lined up for a ship that's docked along one of the walls. Has like a small waiting room in the airlock with the inner door looking like a service counter. A few more sickly individuals sit coughing and the like. A figure walks out from the back, human. They look like they're fairly scrubbed up in medical wear, and they've got like a mask on, and their dark blue hair is kind of slicked back, but there's like a piece hanging over their face as they wipe it back up over their head. A patient follows them out, who turns towards the counter, and we see this like device attached to the back of their neck and a little tube that runs out and goes into their nose. They make an exchange of credits, and the patient walks off as the figure ushers in the next patient, and everyone kind of shuffles seats as the lineup that is wrapping down the hall moves up a little bit. We follow the augmented patient down a narrow makeshift corridor street and spot a thin, medium-height figure move slowly through the densely packed area. Tattered cloak rests on their shoulders. A hood is pulled up, casting heavy shadows from anything underneath. It seems like they have some kind of breathing device poking out from underneath the hood. They stop. There's like a small isoki carrying like a thing of noodles, and they grab the isoki and hold them up against the wall to an amber light, and you see the Burger Bay noodles just fall on the ground and kind of go all over the floor. The metallic arm holds up the isoki, closely examining them in the light, and throws them over their shoulders. The isoki does like a flip midair and lands on the ground, draws a pistol and points it back at this figure. You see the figure stops, looks over their shoulder as their metallic hand begins to disintegrate. And you start to realize it's reforming itself, stretching out 2 more feet from where the hand once rested. A sound of grinding echoes out throughout the area as it looks like it forms into a rusted chainsaw blade. The cloak stares down the isoki, and they seem to hesitate a moment before gathering up their spilled noodles and scampering away. The cloaked figure turns and moves back through the densely packed crowd. Finally, our view rests within this central area as the 3 crew members gather back near the statue after a few back-to-back strange moments. The wayward youth who were messing with the infosphere have darted away upon being discovered. The mysterious human looking at the statue vanished into the crowd. Dark figures that was spotted leaping high above you has disappeared seemingly. The 3 of you are here mostly alone. What are we doing? What's up? How are we feeling?
Do we need to get those kids? Did they take something?
I have a bad feeling about this place right now. Doesn't feel off to you?
Yeah, it's a criminal breeding ground. It's not exactly going to be super friendly.
Yeah, but it feels like, you know that moment right after somebody yells, like, scram, you know? It feels like that moment.
I've never heard somebody actually yell the word scram in, like, a serious context.
Got it. Okay. Alright. That's just my experience. Okay.
Yeah, I've heard, like, a get the fuck out of here, or you gotta leave.
Yeah. So similar.
Or just bullets start flying, you know.
Yeah, bullets is a good, that's a good, that's a good analogy. TJ, you get are you on the same wavelength?
The scram type of, I mean, it doesn't feel like it's great.
Bullets. Yeah. The vibe here is off. Yeah?
Tad, I mean, we can go after those kids who might have taken something off of it.
Do they matter? I can chase them down, but I'm not going to be any help fixing this infosphere.
We can probably fix between TJ and I. We could probably fix something, right?
We got 2 brains.
We have 2 brains between
better
the 2
than
of
one.
us. So much better than one.
Yeah.
Can I look up at the top of the Besmara? Both. Okay, thanks, Justin.
Sorry, I was typing.
Say Buzzbar.
Besmara. Besmara.
Besmara. Okay, well that's what I wrote, but I still didn't know how to say it. Besmara. Can I take look at the top of the Besmara statue? Is the light still out up there?
The light is still out on the Besmara statue.
Can I cast? Can I try to cast mending?
It's pretty far up. What's the range on mending?
Ooh, 10 feet. How tall is that statue?
No, it's being like it was being illuminated from 50, 60 feet, like the height of the place basically that you're in.
Oh, so wait, it's not a light on the statue, it's a light coming down from above the statue?
Yeah, despite what I made in Tailspire,
Okay.
I did that because you couldn't see any of the features of the statue.
Yeah.
But the light was coming from way above, pointing down at the statue.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's just ostensibly like a light from like somewhere within the scaffolding of this place.
Pretty much, yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could
never mind then.
climb up there, navigate all the way up, and fix the light if that's what you want.
I'm not trying to be an electrician. Let's fix. let's deal with the infosphere.
Skrank doesn't have their ticket.
Not here for that.
Skrank, is this your deity or something? Why are you so...
It's
caught up
not.
in
No, I think she's got some idea. I don't know. My compass.
Yeah,
have
I
it.
remember the compass.
Yeah, my compass. My compass likes her.
Oh.
Not me. My compass is into her. 'Cause
That.
I don't know her, but my compass has a thought about it. I tossed my compass onto the ground, like at her feet, right?
Whatever you want to do about it. If that's what you think you
gonna-
did, then yes.
That is what I did, but I'm gonna go pick it back up and dust it off a little bit and be like, I'm so sorry. And then I'm gonna stick it back in my little pocket. We'll talk about it later.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
Skrank, give me a... Let's make this a miss... You don't have dice. Let's make this...
Shh, give me 1 second.
I'll
Give
vamp.
me 1 sweet. Yeah, you vamp, Justin.
We're gonna do... why does that always open in a new tab? I don't like that.
Connor.
We're gonna do maybe
Looks like
like...
that's a D12.
Great.
It happens. It happens. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, we can do like a mysticism check of some regard. That could be fun.
Okay. Oh fuck.
Nice.
That's what's the what is it when it's the little Amherst Dice logo?
That's a nat 20, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
Holy shit, nat 20.
Oh, shit.
That rules.
Wow, on my mysticism. I'm so happy.
As you pick it back up off the ground, you no longer see you see like the 3D elements that you've let's go back to the screen. You see like the 3D elements that you created and put together in this handmade compass that you've made. And it now kind of has a vague shape of Absalom, like it does like an okay job of like tapping into like local networks and kind of doing a rough map idea of where you are, similar to what your actual communication devices could do. But you see, it no longer points home. It no longer has that node that you've been following for so long. But you do see a dark red dot that's kind of moving around the general area that you're in. It's not incredibly precise, but you definitely get a vibe that the compass is telling you something is wrong in this area.
Okay. Fudge. I'm gonna rub it a little bit with a bit of my sleeve and be like, is that I'm gonna spit on it. And then rub it. Is it still there?
cheese into it.
Just rubbing cheese. I get it real cheesy and then I lick it clean. I swish it around in my cheek pouches. It gets even cheesier. Yeah. I'm gonna let Rick clean it a little bit. And then that little red. Huh. Interesting. Now, that's interesting. Can I, like, look in the direction of where I think this red dot might be, like, moving around?
With a nat 20, I'll say it's walking through the areas that surround the central area with the statue the town square, let's say, like the Czar Square.
Got it.
Squares are. No.
The square.
Squares are.
Squares are. Gorgeous. Beautiful.
That's collaboration right there.
Justin, I do really love that for my nat 20 plus 7 in mysticism, I get bad vibes in the square.
You could have got
somewhere around us. Could have gotten nothing.
No,
You're right.
You identify that something bad is in this area, and it's kind of in the surrounding hallways that kind of wrap around this central area. It doesn't seem like it's not coming towards you because you're always kind of in the center of the compass, but you can tell that something is nearby.
Okay. I'm gonna pull TJ and Key kind of like by the sleeves and be like, something's wrong. I think something's wrong. We should hide. We should maybe get to just a darker place.
Like now.
Like, let's not be in the middle of the square.
Oh.
Fine.
Okay.
Maybe run off in the direction where the infosphere was, and maybe just like.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna keep an eye on the my compass and make sure we're not like headed straight towards this spooky dark red circle.
Yeah, the thing, you've got like a few lights trailing behind you.
Oh shit. And I just
but the thing, the good thing about Makestation is that it is dimly lit and it's very easy to kind of slink into the shadows. The infosphere, I described it before, but it's like this old, almost analog style computer with like a lot of actual interfaces that you can type on. Old, like huge monitors that are kind of mounted in all kinds of different directions, and there's extra screens above, and this giant like brass sphere that's been crafted. The modern ones are all hollow sphere with hollow light, with heart light keypads and screens and stuff like that, and a very elaborate kind of hollow sphere that shows the packed worlds rotating and stuff like that. But this is probably an early prototype of an infosphere by the looks of it. But yeah, there's tons of shadows around here. In the general area, there's like, again, warning lights and all kinds of weird ship lights that are illuminating this kind of hazy environment that you all find yourselves in. But yeah, you kind of all move around the far side of this infosphere.
Great. So can you fix it?
Should we check it? Do we see how broken it is?
I'll keep watch for your bad vibes.
Here, I'll hand Key the compass and be like, just be gentle with it. It's dripping with cheese.
Oh.
She's very precious to me.
I held it like this instead.
Yeah, well, if here's the thing, one of you can make a check, but if the other wants to make either engineering or computers, one of you needs to beat a 10, and then the other person can make the proper check with a bonus. So who's doing what?
I have a +9 in engineering. What do you have?
I have a +10 in engineering.
Oh shit! All right, I'll send you a little help then.
Okay.
And I did. I rolled a 4, so plus my 9. So enjoy that help.
Hell yeah. So you get a +2, TJ.
+2. Okay. I rolled a 18.
18 total?
I gotta add the +10, so that'd be.
Whoa, 28?
28?
Did this last time too. I was like, oh, you rolled a 7. Sorry, the thumbs up popped up again. I was like, you rolled a 17. You're like, wait, no, that's a 27. 28. Listen, I had 25 as like the extra information part of my notes here, so
my boy is smart, you know.
Getting some info, baby. Yeah, the infosphere has some like spray paint and shit on it on the side too. You see Nears is written there, Neers, and it's like tagged, and there's like a few other places that it's just like randomly tagged. Looking down with a 25, you can see that a lot of things are missing from the inside. Like someone has cracked open a panel and started like removing things. Or with the 28, sorry, is what I meant to say. There's like a phaser circuit that's missing, and a sprocket tube, and an optical conduit, and 10 plasma diodes are missing. And if it sounded like I made all those up on the spot, I didn't. I had them written down. Haha. Joke's on you.
Skrank's like looking into it and being like, all of that was redundant anyway.
But most importantly, something that is missing is a lot of these infospheres. With the 28, you realize the most crucial part is missing, which is a sliver of starstone, which for infospheres, that allows them to communicate through the drift, which means that the reason information gets to an infosphere so quickly is because a piece of starstone is actually sending the communications through the drift, which is like faster than light travel, if you want to think about it that way, right? The drift is like where the ships go to do faster than light travel. It's like another plane of existence, if you think about it in D&D terms, like Shadowfell or the Fae. The drift is another one of those. But the piece of starstone is missing. All of those other pieces are missing. I have a note here that says if above a 25, you have half of those already in the Nebby. So you've already got, let's say, the phaser circuit, sprocket tube, and optical conduits.
Those are all things that Skrank took out of the Nebby initially because they were redundant. And so they're just sitting in a pile.
But yeah,
Okay.
you have a pretty good idea. Like if you had these things, the most elusive thing is going to be the piece of starstone. Starstone, wildly rare. It's what powers Absalom Station. There's so much. If anyone wants to, or TJ, if you're kind of describing this to everyone, I'm not sure what TJ's process is.
Yeah, he'll probably just say that out loud. Like, seems like the major thing we're missing is a starstone. Do you two?
And 10 plasma
diodes.
We got plenty of extra plasma diodes on the ship. The Nebby was full of those suckers. Can I do like a mysticism check or something, or maybe like a culture check? I don't know. Can I do something about this starstone to think if there would be any use for like I'm just thinking about Webb and his weird little arms, you know?
Their mechanized spider throne that they have.
Yeah, weird little arms. I just imagine him as like, what was the bad guy from Spider-Man? You know the one.
Doc Ock.
Yeah, Webb is Doc Ock in my head canon.
Big Doc Ock energy.
Big Doc Ock energy. Like, would he want a starstone? Would he want one of those for his weird arms?
Yeah, you could do either culture or mysticism. I think both are pretty good. Anyone could do any of those checks.
I'll probably do a culture check to see if
It's a 10 plus my 7. I got a 17 in mysticism.
Okay.
I can try.
that'd be a 7 for culture. So
Nice.
6.
Nice. Great. Kivari and TJ both look at Skrank.
Skrank's like, who would want one of those?
Well, with the 17, the Starstone, you know, it's famously powers Absalom Station. Years and years ago, before the gap, the Starstone fell in a meteor and hit the planet that used to be in the place where Absalom Station now is. Crashed into the planet. People worship the Starstone. It did wild things to the environment. It is almost like a godly source of energy. It seems to have almost like a mind of its own in some regard. It creates these elaborate mazes and kind of areas that it surrounds itself in kind of these maze-like structures, which is partially why going further down into Absalom Station is so dangerous, because the Starstone does provide power to the whole station, but it has surrounded itself in this like a labyrinth of danger, basically, heading down towards it. And so even like small slivers, there's priests of Iomedae will take small slivers of Starstone and head out into the Pact Worlds and make beacons so ships can easily travel to places that they decide. So these worshippers of Iomedae are like, hey, we'll make it easier to get to places that we lay out. So there's a lot of reasons why people could use Starstones. Again, this one, a lot of infospheres use them for quicker means of transmitting information, news, bounty information, anything about the Pact Worlds. It also, infospheres act as kind of like a localized internet as well, for like looking up information and stuff like that. So they're pretty handy. There's definitely a number of reasons you can think of why anyone would want one, basically.
And for Starstones, does like size correlate with power?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. And how big are we thinking this one that powered this infosphere was?
Pretty small.
I think if we're just...
Pretty tiny.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We got a teeny little Starstone on the loose. Probably out here causing some trouble, up to no good.
Mm-hmm.
Could that be the disruptance on your little compass?
On my compass? I don't know.
Kivari shakes it.
Oh, no.
Don't
Well,
shake the
I mean-
compass.
You can't. It's not like it's gonna hurt her, but she'll be happy at you. She'll be a little finicky with you if you shake her too hard.
It's a compass.
Oh. Yes.
Okay, well. What are we doing? Are we chasing down this stone? Do we think those kids took it? They're probably pretty far by now.
I mean, we could try looking for the kids and see if they have it, or maybe.
Honestly, might as well. I mean, those kids ran off and they were the last people to touch the infosphere, so I would
Yeah.
assume they're the ones that have it. If we need this infosphere running, there's only one way to do it.
Alright, let's go find them.
Skrank, you are looking at Kivari as you're talking, and you see behind Kivari, like almost like a heat, when you're looking at pavement on a hot day, like that wavering in the air is kind of just behind Kivari, and you see it, the wavering getting closer as it dissipates, and you see a very like fox-like looking figure with dark blue kind of fur with like a lighter blue patch over their nose, a host of, I meant to look up the name of those, just like a host of like daggers basically like across one of their belts and a few daggers along the side and some like little pouches, dressed in pretty muted tones, dark kind of muted tones. And as they approach, you just hear, "This one is pleased to see Kivari." Kivari, you look over your shoulder and you see Luminique of the Ember Crown Pirates standing behind you.
I didn't expect to see you here, least of all talking to Webb.
I didn't expect to see you either.
Yeah, well, I show up in unusual places.
What is Kivari doing here?
That's the question, Lumen. That's the question. Right now, trying to find a star stone, I guess, for this infosphere. I don't know. Gadget, Gizmo, this is a friend from my past.
Gadget, Gizmo, pleasure to meet you. My name is Luminique, and they do like a nice bow.
Mm-hmm. And a big bow back. Big old bow. Just Skrank's nose touches the ground.
Just a nod from TJ.
Size.
While that's happening...
That's what they are. The three-pronged, like a Ninja Turtle. Not daggers.
I would have told you that.
I couldn't remember the name of them, so I googled it. Just a host of size, like at least 3 on their chest and like some more on their hips, and just they're kind of like covered in these.
Raphael.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt it. Just
looking at the compass, kind of as covertly as I can. Luminique's not the dot, right?
No, the dot is still kind of navigating around different hallways.
Great. Kivari will just sort of... Oh, geez. Just sort of... whatever. Our captain, how's he doing?
Kane is very busy. He is currently taking care of matters near Castroval, near the Life Innovations headquarters.
Has he found more?
Well, they are expanding their operations. They've built up quite an area that we've been investigating for quite some time. This one is confused. You're seeking star stones. That's powerful, dangerous.
Yeah, admittedly not my forte. We need this infosphere up and running.
Having an infosphere is handy information.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't remember why, but that's fine. That's why I've got these two.
There's nothing wrong with having an infosphere active. Good means of long-range communication.
Yeah. Why are you dealing with Webb?
I suspect that Webb is in bed with Life Innovations. I suspect they are moving crates for them. They told me otherwise, but it wouldn't be the first that someone has lied about what they're doing. I'm not
Do you
so
have proof?
naive. And you see they like look around, and then like they lightning quick leap back about 15 feet. Like in the blink of an eye, they're 15 feet away, and they're like looking out a corridor, and they wave you over.
Go, no question.
They point at some of the bulky figures carrying crates for Grinny, and you see, and again, the crates just straight up say Grinny's grenades. It seems very branded, all that stuff. But the bulky humans, just like muscle bound as fuck, have these green devices mounted to their necks and these little tubes coming around to their nose. Those, we believe, are a test device made by Life Innovations that they're testing the waters with in some smaller, remote areas. And what better place to not worry about getting caught is a place like Makestation.
Great. If I can... Listen, We haven't fully, but we've made a bit of a deal with Webb.
Not surprised, most people that pass through make deals with Webb.
How important is it that they don't remember who I am? If Life Innovations is involved, I cannot be too careful.
True.
They have to believe I'm dead.
As far as I know, as far as this one knows, they believe you're dead.
Because I do not look forward to trying to take down Webb on their home territory.
Ooh, fighting Webb here, bad idea.
Yeah, well, I've had worse.
But Kane has kept to his word. He has made no moves to even think about relaying the information that you're alive to the Life Innovations.
What about Bell? Is he still with you?
Bell is doing good. He's with Kane right now. Feisty. A bit overconfident.
Yeah, that sounds like Bell. Alright. Is there a way I can... How long are you here?
It all depends. This one needs to find more information. This one is going to do a bit more investigating around. It's kind of my element here. As they're saying it, you see they turn back into that waver, and then all of a sudden they're kind of like walking behind you back towards the infosphere. This one fits in nicely on this station.
I believe it. Listen, before you leave, we're, Gadget, what's our ship name?
Am I Gadget? Are you?
You're
am I
Gizmo.
I'm Gizmo.
Gizmo, what's the ship name?
I mean,
The Neppy.
the Going Nebula.
That's the one.
Yeah,
Thanks,
what
Rick.
Rick said.
Going Nebula. Before you go, stop by, please.
This one can make sure of that. Going Nebula, you said.
Going Nebula, yeah. The Nebby, apparently, for short.
Right.
It's cheerful.
I will. This one will make a point to stop by.
Thank you, Limni.
If you, they hold out a small communications device, and they kind of tap it towards you. If Kivari finds out anything about Life Innovations on board, let this one know.
Of course.
This one is suspect of the operations performed here. They seem to be operating under a guise of curing the common ailments of a lot of denizens of Makestation. The longer you stay here, the worse your quality of life is due to the air quality. You tend to gain a lot of infections and respiration issues. It seems like they're testing those strange devices as a cover-up of taking care of people's energy ailments.
Sounds about right. What's better than a willing test participant?
The needy, those who need it.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
this one is going to continue on. Gizmo, Gadget, pleasure.
It's nice meeting you.
Yeah, cool meeting you. Dude? Person?
They do a nice, they just kind of like slightly bow in your direction. The haze comes back, and then you hear like a as they leap up, and then you're like small little dink above you on one of the walkways.
You keep interesting company, Key.
You do. Ooh. It just appeared out of
I
nowhere,
didn't
you
even
know?
put him up. I didn't even put them up on screen.
Oh no!
I'll put them up on screen now. They're up there on the stream for everyone to see. They're exactly just what I described.
He's foxy.
Yeah.
They're foxy.
Yeah.
Big day for wolf enjoyers.
Yeah.
Fox enjoyers.
Man.
What?
Furries everywhere rejoice.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I just.
Big day.
It's a big day for them. That's all I'm.
Wow. Okay.
Alright,
Anyway, back to the
Okay, Ben.
story.
All right.
Wow. I really feel like we learn something new about Ben every day when we are together.
That's the way life works sometimes.
We came full circle. Like, we started teaching Ben about bad
Yeah,
dragons,
thanks.
and now
Yeah.
Ben is celebrating with the furries. Really had
I support everybody. I'm the ultimate ally. I just.
Yep.
Oh, good grief.
Don't look at me.
Yeah. I'm tapping out of that, and I'm immersing myself in the story again.
Mhm.
Right, and we're back.
And we're
And
back.
scene.
Yeah, Luminique is a sneaky fucker, but someone good to have on your side.
Luminique is the professional assassin of the Ember Crowns, basically. Does well in shadows, does well at a distance, prefers the size as their the means of taking out their targets. Very wise, very quiet.
Yeah, don't get on their bad side, or you won't live long enough to realize you did.
Mm-hmm.
But if Life Innovations is involved on something on this station, I'd like to know, especially if Webb is involved and if we're working with them. We can't be too careful around them.
And what was it that Luminique showed you with the people moving the crates?
They have a device affixed to their neck that kind of swings around. They are masquerading under the guise of helping people, as they often are. But Luminique suspects that it's not quite so simple, and that they're up to something far more nefarious. They are not above testing on people. Least of all, people here that they would deem unimportant. Valuable only in their asset as an experiment, and not as people.
Should we maybe tail some of those people who had the devices in the back of their neck, follow and see where they were taking those crates, or maybe where they were coming from?
Well, I don't know if... It's hard to say. I feel like we should see how many people are around with those devices. And if we see a lot, then we can always ask. I don't really want to go up to the muscly ones. They probably are ready to start trouble. But if we go up to someone who just looks average, ask them where they got that. Maybe Skrank, you can put your acting skills to test again. Put on a good cough.
Yeah, sure. Yep. Me and my -1 to bluff. Yeah, I can do that. That's perfect for me.
Yeah. You're great at it.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm great at this. I'm gonna. Where's my grandma?
You're wearing
Yeah.
it.
I'm wearing it.
If we get one of those breathing apparatuses, maybe I can try to reverse engineer it, see what's in there. If that
You're
helps.
suggesting I rip one out of someone's neck. I'm not opposed.
No. I mean, if we come across one that's in a box somewhere, and we can steal it, right? We can.
What
do
if we
that.
have to put someone in a box?
Oh,
and it's
why?
two birds with one stone.
Why are your solutions always violent?
Do you have a lot of stuff pent up right now?
No, I just know that sometimes people need to be put down.
I
And
mean,
especially if they're working with Life Innovations, fuck them.
so who questioned? Because I missed it when I was sleeping, or I heard Chard's like sleep machine. But what's a life innovation company? Group, organization,
Corporation?
cult?
Yeah, long story
Oh.
short, they deal in experimentation and helping people make themselves the best version of themselves that they can be. But sometimes those experiments go wrong and they have to terminate it.
You say terminate like it means
Kill.
something. Okay, great. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, am I
Yeah,
beating around the bush too much? Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
It's honestly, Key, it's really surprising when you're not just like the most straightforward version of yourself.
Sorry,
'cause
I've been
that's,
told that I should probably not loudly announce that I was experimented on by a giant corporation, and that tends to get me in trouble. So instead, I've tried to be a little bit more subtle, but I can circle back if you'd like.
Oh.
It's honestly, it's just that I can't, that subtlety doesn't, I mean, I think you're perfect the way you are. You're perfect the way you are, Key.
Yeah,
So
they
perfect.
disagreed.
Speechless at the emotional part of this conversation. Yeah.
Well,
So what's
So-
happening? Are we taking down somebody with one of those devices? Are we finding the Starstone?
Okay, the way I see it, we could possibly do both. It's going to be a lot, but I was thinking, as I do, like all the time, as we try to find the kids, we could be on the lookout for those devices. And if you and Skrank see someone you can take down, you guys could do that. We could, along the way, it's something we can do, like, as we go finding the kids.
I also, along the way,
Yeah.
I also saw that this guy who didn't know anything about who he was or what he was doing, and I wonder if maybe Life Innovations, I mean, that sounds like something that, maybe he was experimented on or something, and that's why he lost his memory. The poor guy's probably just like running around here not knowing, who he is or what he is. So
It's
if we
not what I'm
stumble on
familiar
him
with,
too.
but
Yeah.
when we have your red dot as well. Do you want this back?
Oh yes, very much.
Right.
Oh.
Right
It's
in the cheek
safe
pouch.
there. It's
Okay.
safe.
It's harder
there.
to find, like, it's harder to look at. I just see a slight red glow now from your cheek pouch.
A little red glow.
Just a little red glow.
And it is
By
moving a
more
little
gloves.
bit, so that, I guess, is information.
Yeah, this is helpful. This is a good place to store it.
Sure.
I mean,
Okay.
Skrank, you are capable enough. You could share that as like a Google Map pin, basically. Sponsor us.
From my mouth.
Yeah.
I
Gross.
really like the idea of Skrank walking around with like one glowing cheek, just being like, "Rudolph with your nose so bright,
Cheek so bright."
Won't you ride our spaceship
I'll
tonight?
share it with as a Google pin that I'm dropping
Won't you fight space cops tonight?
tonight. Yep, there we go.
Skrank with his little red cheek. Fill the little dog with cheese.
So festive.
Oh my god. Oh, wow. Wow. Very, very good, Karen. Oh, Justin, fill that little dog with cheese. Okay, yeah. All right, so we've got this red dot that I don't know. Maybe we try to avoid. Seems ominous to me.
Okay,
Seems
but what
like
if
a
we
big
find it instead, and we can see what it is? It's a lot easier to avoid if we know exactly what we're dealing with.
Okay, that's another way of doing it.
Listen, not all of us are little rats that can scurry. I deal with my problems head on.
Okay.
All right.
Let's
We'll take
go.
some direction from Key. Let's go.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's
find
go,
that red
Rick.
dot.
You all
Okay.
follow the light.
Fill that dog with cheese on 3.
That's not.
Skrank, your hand is so full of gummy cheese, I don't want to put my hand in.
The
I'll
first
hover
sub
hand
added.
it if that's
My bird's
like you got your hand, I put my hand, and then we both like yay. But you know.
When you do that, the string is just between.
Ew!
Oh my God,
No!
cartoon, like cartoon cheese pizza. The string just
Yeah,
pulls.
yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
That's so
good.
disgusting. Oh.
Yum.
Find TJ some hand sanitizer.
It's so yummy.
You all follow the advice of Kivari to at least kind of stealthily track down whatever's causing that red dot to appear on the compass, maybe see what that's all about. As you kind of move off from the squares to squares, what do we call it? Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Despairs
that's
are
exactly
us.
it.
Yeah, the squares are. As you move off of the square of the Stazar and into the tightly packed corridors filled with just people going in all kinds of directions, all kinds of criminals doing all kinds of criminal things. And we'll be right back. We're going to take, I don't know, 5-ish minutes to do human stuff, and then we'll be back with the rest of the session.
Or rat stuff.
Or rat stuff. Yeah.
the
BRB. Tis the
Almost
season.
said dog stuff, but that feels like...
BRB beyond. We're back. Hello. We're here. When we left off, Kivari had a little chat with an old crewmate, Luminique, of the Ember Crown Pirates, who was investigating some leads that Life Innovations were doing some small experiments on board the Makestation as a means to kind of, if things go bad, who cares, because it's happening to criminals, right? But they're passing it off as fixing people's respiratory issues and other illnesses with these augmentations on board. You all, Skrank's compass had lit up with a little red dot kind of signifying some kind of danger in the vicinity. And TJ took a look at the infosphere and figured out what was needed to repair it. Realizing that most of the things are back. They're back on board, on the Nebi. But some things you don't have. And some things you do. You all kind of leave the infosphere area and again head out into those kind of densely packed corridors of Makestation. So what's the game plan as you track down the red dot?
Stealth?
Probably stealth, yeah.
Stealth.
We feel good about stealth tea.
Yeah. I'm gonna get my, I'm gonna be sniffing with my sniffer. AKA that one skill that I have, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Sniffity sniff. I'm also going to... No, I think that's it.
Oh, Rick is a stealth troll. Oh, unbelievable. Maybe good.
If we ever have to go through, yeah. Okay, well, we're just gonna be stealthy, right? Except for humming, his grandmother and cheap space rat. Space rat.
It's just the holiday season.
Everyone fill your dogs with cheese. It's the holidays.
It's Grandma, the holiday space rat.
All right, let's do some stealth checks. I'm going to do an opposed, maybe an opposed roll. Maybe that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't
know, Justin, you're the GM.
know.
It's weird that you ask us this stuff.
However you feel,
Dude.
Yes.
Not a high DC. The DC you're trying to beat is 12. What do we get, gang? Stealth checks.
17?
Whoa.
19.
Hell yeah.
That is a 13.
Nice. Just...
Do I need to roll for Rick too?
Yeah, let's
or-
do Rick as well.
Rick
Come
fucks
on, Rick.
it up for everyone.
Tiptoe.
No, Rick is actually really good at stealth.
It's the cheese patting.
Stop.
That'd be whatever 18 plus 8 is. That's what, 26?
Whoa.
I think.
Rick is stealthy boy.
Rick.
Yeah, 26. Yeah, he's made for stealth. This is his specialty. He's such a good boy. Now be quiet.
Quiet, Rick. Quiet, barks, Rick.
Yeah, that's my boy.
More.
Never seen a better
so-
boy.
Honestly, he's quieter when he's filled with queso.
He's got his little LED screen eyes just have bark go across them.
I thought it was a cool thing.
That's a good install. I like that. That's
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah, the stealth checks are wild. And I mean, you have a beacon kind of leading this red dot. I rolled like trash for the opposed kind of check, which is to your benefit. As you're kind of navigating the area, you see through the crowd again, like all kinds of stalls along the side. You see a lot of like these little pop-up places and people just like munching on food, and there's a couple of like little news areas, and there's one like makeshift bar that's kind of like built into the wall. It's not very big. It's like a couple of seats, and there's some people having some various species having drinks in there. But beyond all of that, you spot this cloaked figure, and Skrank, as you're looking at your compass, you see the red dot is kind of directly in your path, and then you see the cloaked figure stops, picks up another figure, holds him up against the light, and then chucks them back, and you see them crash on the ground almost towards you as they like get up and like dust themselves off, like rude. And you see this like old Isoki that's kind of like in like little overalls and little like a little wrench in their pocket and all kinds of like little doodads. They've got like a metal peg leg. Their fur is kind of graying. They've got like all kinds of like little spectacles, like the little spectacles, but then smaller little spectacles coming off of those. Some people on this station. Never have I seen the nerve. As they loudly announce and then start to... They little paw at the cloaked figure.
I'm gonna lean back to Key and TJ and be like, in Yusoki culture, the more... It's like counting rings on a tree, the number of spectacles that you have on your head.
Right. And you're not at all concerned that this cloaked figure just bodily whooped?
I'll put the cloaked figure up on screen.
Okay.
Spooky, spooky. As I described earlier, hood, respirator, shadowy vibes. Their hand that formerly was a chainsaw blade is turned back into just a normal, like, metal hand. Absolute tatters of the clothing that they're wearing, just like dirty and torn up, but again, they kind of like are mostly covered up.
And that device that they're wearing, does it look like the other devices that we're seeing around the station, or no?
It doesn't look like the one Luminique pointed out.
Nope.
This just seems like a different augmentation of some regard.
Yeah. Okay.
Those devices that were on like the mindless workers were like glowing green, right? Or did I just make that up
Nope,
in my
they were.
head?
Yeah, they were.
Okay. Is anything about this cloaked figure glowing green?
Nothing stands out. Like, as you guys are kind of like closely watching this figure, you see they walk a bit further, grab someone else from the crowd, hold them up to an amber light, toss them in a different direction.
Is the person that they just grabbed also a Yusoki?
Could be.
Are they kind of tiny?
It was a tiny figure that they tossed down a different alley.
Shit. Okay, I'm just gonna like press myself up against the wall and be like, and be like, oh, we actually shouldn't be here, probably. I think, right? We shouldn't be here.
Do you recognize them?
From that. Not even a little bit, but they want me. That person is definitely
Alright.
looking for me.
What have you done to them?
I
How are
don't
you so
know.
sure?
Because they're picking up tiny people.
Okay, there's lots of.
definitely.
I mean, this is a criminal hub. There's lots of tiny
I'm a
people
wanted.
around.
I'm a wanted person.
All right, you have
That's
1,000 credits. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Well, I also, Key, are you holding? Key, do you have the devastation blade on you?
Yeah, it's on my hip.
Yeah, I also did that. So.
Well, that's
I
fair, but
imagine-
everyone who knows that died.
I mean, Chard's alive.
No.
Chard's alive.
Oh, yeah. Unless he died while we're following him, then like, yeah, he's.
I wouldn't put all your eggs in the charred basket if I were
Oh.
you.
That's what they always say. Don't put your eggs in a charred basket.
Yeah. He's trying.
You should try harder.
I know.
Can I cast? Ugh.
What are we casting?
Shit. What does dazed even?
Try charter. He's trying as hard as he can. So
Everyone
good.
is banned.
Honestly, close the discussion. No, I don't want to fuck with this guy. This guy's gonna be a fight, and I think he's way bigger than me and gonna whoop my little butt. So
Most things are bigger than you.
True.
Yeah. You don't have to point it out.
I'm just
know
saying.
that.
Yeah, we all can't be like 6 feet, you know? Some of us are.
Do you want to fight him?
Kinda.
Be my guest.
that kind
Maybe
of
not in the
I'll
middle of a
be-
crowded station.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this is a good place to do it.
I don't think they'll be overly concerned about collateral.
Do you want to tail him for a little bit? See if he goes anywhere?
I don't think we need to. We've seen who the dot is. Now we have an idea.
Yeah, but we don't really know, like, what in particular he wants from me, and if he wants you to as well.
I don't see him
Or
putting
why?
hands on anyone that looks like us.
me. What did I do?
Look over. I see. Oh, you know what you've done. Can I look over at the big figure? and with that, TJ is convinced that he's a criminal. Look over at
God.
the figure. Is the figure exclusively picking up little guys?
They've gone kind of off around a corner.
Mm.
Wandered out of sight. Again, you can't walk 10 feet without there being some kind of jagged turn in this place.
Yeah. I want to kind of get close enough. Can I like get like on his path, or like can I go up to that old Yosoki and sniff him where this guy was touching him?
You're just gonna sniff an elderly man?
It's a sign of respect. Thank you. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna go sniff that old rat.
That's
Yeah, you see
That's
the
cool, I
the
guess.
elderly Isokis like looking through like a small junk pile, basically.
Mhm.
They're kind of
I'll
going through
go
some
up.
scrap.
Excuse me, sir.
Hello. Oh, fellow Isoki. What a
Yes.
delight.
Oh, it's so good to see you. We rub noses. So
oh.
it's good. We do a little bit of grooving. It's
Not
really
many
cute.
Isoki on the station. A couple.
I haven't seen anyone else. I saw that massive figure pick you
Well,
up.
You know, the problem living on a space station filled with criminals, every now and then you get a type that thinks they're the hot shot of the station, and it won't be long before someone sets them in their place.
It sounds like this isn't the first time you've been picked up by a big bad guy before.
No, I mean,
So,
Tuesday, am I right?
shit. Okay. All right. Yeah. Wow. We live hard lives, don't we?
Yeah, don't you know it.
It's really tough. I'm so sorry.
So what's your name?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Oh.
Can I just smell you?
Of course, that's our traditional greeting from back home on a Keaton.
Perfect. Yeah, my name's Rat Jesus. Sniff, 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 sniff.
You see a Keaton Aeronautics, like this really old kind of jumpsuit that they're in is overalls that they're in, or it's so old and like tattered, and like
gosh.
the logo is very, very faded. I mean, Keaton, the planet hasn't had aeronautics in a very long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, give me a let's do your perception, and I'll say the DC, because this is a smell check. It's gonna be, you'll do +5 on whatever you roll.
Perfect. 8 plus 5 is 13, plus my perception, which is 4. So 17.
Ooh, okay, great. 17 is very good. I think you smell a lot of Isoki. It smells like
This guy is he's got a strong scent.
this is an old Isoki. This is a strong
Old
Isoki.
Isoki.
But you pick up very metallic smells and faint, different Isoki smells.
Oh. Different Yosoki. Okay.
Very faint.
Okay. Very faint. So mostly metal, but also other Yosoki scent. Okay. Okay.
So what you
That's
doing
creepy.
after this? You want to come by for some drinks, or?
Nope. I love you so much.
Hey, love
Bye.
you too. I live upstairs. Can't miss it. Sprockets.
You live upstairs?
And they walk off.
Okay.
Sprockets.
That Yosoki was 300 years old.
Yeah, didn't I hear them say sprockets?
Yeah, sprockets.
Yeah, isn't
No,
that
they-
who we're supposed to talk to about the ship?
Oh shit! Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck that grandpa. He's so speedy for being 320.
Oh,
Well,
my
okay, are we
goodness.
tailing the grandpa, or are we tailing the figure? Because we can't tail both.
Oh,
I
I
think
mean, he
truly-
invited you up to his room,
Oh, well,
like, so you guys could like talk more. So like, we could do that later.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just thinking maybe having Skrank within grabbing distance of this figure, not the greatest idea. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe Gizmo wants to be a backpack for this creature.
I Am I Gizmo?
You are Gizmo.
I'm Gizmo. Gotcha. Got it. Thank
He
you.
looks at, points at Skrank. Gizmo. Points at
Okay.
TJ Gadget.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what's Rick?
And you're
Rick.
What?
Okay, Rick gets a name. Skrank is feeling
Queso.
really conflicted. Queso. Gizmo, Gadget, and Queso. The Three Stooges.
Those are your ops tags now?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You know what I am a little worried about is that I think that big guy is maybe not just going around looking for me. It seemed like he smelled like a lot of Yosoki. A little bit, you know? I'm wondering if he's hunting us or something.
Smelled faintly like an Isoki.
Like Yosoki? One.
Like one other one.
Like one other?
Yeah.
Ugh.
A little faintly.
Okay.
Skrank, did you tell us about the other your pals dropping by?
Which one? Which ones?
My
My pals?
Your pals on the other station that exploded. Dream Station didn't
Oh.
explode, but you know.
Yeah.
His names I can't remember. It's not
Patchy.
Pobble because that's someone else.
No.
Pobble.
Patchy and Nips. Not Pobble. Get that out of here. Get that shit out of here. That's
Just the biggest eyes.
fucked. God, Pobble. Patchy and DuPont's Nibs.
Yes.
Yeah. I probably mentioned them
Okay.
a couple of times.
Could this be
Sometimes.
one of your friends?
I sure hope no. Oh, no. Fuck.
I'll tell you, it didn't smell like Patchy Gask or Dupot's Nibs.
Okay. Because I'm just
Specifically.
thinking of Patchy in my vision when he was like turning into a big scary robot, right? Or he was a big scary robot.
It wasn't really a vision. They both, it looked like Dupot's Nibs and Patchy Gask were augmented heavily, standing outside
Yeah.
before Dream Station exploded.
Yeah. No, I've decided I want to stay as far away from this as possible, actually. Thank you so much. Let's go in any other direction.
Great. Well, if that's the case, I say we go visit that elderly guy. Maybe they'll know, maybe they'll have an ear to the ground of where we can find the Starstone.
Yeah. Honestly, the Yosoki might also know something about what's going on with these enhancements that are happening.
Yeah.
He's old Yosoki. We, perceive a lot. People don't tend to pay us very much attention.
Okay, all right.
How likely
so-
is it that your friends would hang out in vents?
It's warm.
Yeah.
It is nice and cozy.
Alright. I think... I mean, what do I know about a ship? But maybe the old Nebby could use some upgrades.
Let's go to this old rat man.
Yeah.
I mean, when you say it like that.
Visit the old rat man.
You all kind of like push through the crowds a little bit more until you find a metallic stairwell that's kind of leading up to the one of the upper layers. There's another layer on top of this one. This one does seem like any walkway that's near a wall. Someone has crafted some kind of house. They've kind of built it out of makeshift things and stuff like that. As you're kind of like navigating around. You see a whole host of people. Some people kind of head up here to get away from down below. And speaking of, I need everyone to give me a reflex or perception check. Skrank put out the lights, which means that you are at the whims of the layer action of this Desar. And you're aiming for 15. We're just trying to get above a 15.
Oh, no shot. That's amazing.
What'd you get?
I got a nat 20
Whoa, let's go. Nat 20, baby.
with my dice from you, Justin.
Aw, look at that.
Oh, I gotta add my perception. Oh,
Gotta get more dice at some
why
point.
is TJ so
Getting your
good?
right.
Okay, that is a 28 for perception.
Whoa, TJ.
22.
Oh, wait, are we adding
Whoa.
perception?
Yep.
Or are we adding...
Or reflex save, whichever, it's your preference. You can do a reflex save or perception.
Oh,
check.
then 23.
Nice.
If we're
Okay.
gonna go with the higher.
If it's a perception, then I eked out a 15.
You got a 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, you beat it. You beat it. Nobody has credits stolen from them.
Oh, thank goodness.
Wonderful.
None of the shitty youths steal credits as you're kind of walking up and around and make it up the metallic stairwell. Again, a lot of different figures are hanging out on this upper area. You see just small clusters of people up against rails. Every now and then you pass by people that are just like cloaked and sitting in a corner off by themselves, and a few people leaning over rails, and you see them pointing down at the crowds and stuff like that. Again, the station brings all types, without a doubt. But eventually, you do see this very this like automated, there's like little wrenches and stuff like moving on this sign that just reads Sprockets. There's like a little door, and it's very like amber lit against like the dark bluish gray metals and stuff like that, but it feels a little bit warmer. There's like a little very janky door. Obviously everything kind of looks hand built, but yeah, you're outside Sprockets. Rat 20s. Yeah. It's good.
We have, we have plenty to offer this guy in return for, whatever he can give us for the ship. I look
All
at
right.
Rick. Dripping with cheese.
Why are we...
Sorry, go ahead, boy.
He's getting the cheese out of Rick. I don't...
All right.
Different for him.
Are we... Listen, I might seem very charming, but I'm probably not the best person to try to chit-chat with anyone inside.
Oh, sure, I'll do the talking. Do.
Oh, I mean, I can talk too if need be,
Yeah. All right.
I just figured, since they Sprocket and Skrank met already, I don't want to get in the
Hey.
way of that,
Yeah, we have a connection.
Yeah,
I didn't know if there would be someone else in there. I don't know if the elderly rat owns the place, or if maybe he sleeps under a spare scrap of metal.
Either way, it's a good indication.
You know,
Right.
we need something for the ship, possibly. And
In we go.
any information we can get. Best of luck.
Yeah,
Okay.
you bang on the door and kind of like open it up, and there's like a little ding. Inside you see there is like a little counter, and the walls are filled with all kinds of like little doodads and handcrafted kind of trinkets and stuff like that. And you see near the back there's like a wall, and it looks like there's like a workstation on one side, and then another door that seems like it leads, further in, maybe a living area type deal. But walking out from the workstation. You see they put up a pair of goggles and they're holding like a welding torch. Oh, my friend, you that was quick. You came right up.
Yeah. We had actually heard about your store from someone else. I forget. One of our friends. It came recommended.
Oh, well.
We need some stuff for our ship.
Well, what do you need?
We want to make it quiet and stealthy. So anything to make our ship stealthier.
Quiet and stealthy. All right. I might be able to. There's a few wrecks nearby. I think I could maybe scavenge up some stuff and let you know. Quiet and stealthy. Which what ship or what ship am I gonna be working on?
It's our little ship. It's called the Going Nebula, or the Nebby for short.
Going, and you see they Sprocket holds out like this data pad and they start like scrolling through and they're like, oh, I've got a little network of most of the ships that are docked here. The networks kind of connect in as soon as the airlock attaches and oh, I see. Oh, you're down that way. Okay, all right. 1 second here, and you see like a hollow screen nearby, and he holds out like a PlayStation controller, and like starts like you see this little drone screen moving outside of the station. All right, press B to boost, and you see the little drone outside boosts. And it's like, oh,
I'm sorry, what?
Turn northeast.
You have to shift you use the other joystick to move the camera, so it's the perception.
I built this, young Asoki. All right.
Let's relax. What do you?
And you see, it's like, oh, I was looking at this ship earlier. I caught my eye. Not often you see the Vorpal pirates stopping by. I thought they were all dead.
Well, a lot of them are, but it's just me and my crew now. We're the Vorpal pirates.
Oh, you're part of the Vorpal pirates, eh? Pulls up another screen and scrolls through the bounties. Like, Elgard, no, East, no.
Shit.
I don't see you on their crew.
Okay, well, maybe we're like an offshoot. We're like a faction of... We're an undocumented faction. You know, it's honestly that we don't have a ton of... Is it better or worse for you if we're pirates?
Everyone on board this station's probably a pirate, so...
Go, great. Okay, perfect. Speaking of people on board this station, and I'm gonna kind of just like I'm just gonna kind of like extract a piece of cheese from my cheek pouch and just kind of look at it for a second and
flip it between your fingers.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no.
Spin it around on one of my talons. We've noticed some strange activity going on around here. Some people have been hooked up to some green goo, and that's weird, right?
Oh, there's all kinds of folks that pass through here. People hooked up to all kinds of things. I once saw someone who had a fork for a leg.
Okay, Jesus Christ. Alright, Scream's gonna turn back to Key and TJ and be like, not this guy.
Are you talking about those life innovation fucks downstairs?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, they come and go. That's
okay, but it's
corporate criminals. Again, criminals of all kinds pass by the station.
Yeah. How long have they been? Have you noticed people coming out and getting, more mods from that corporation recently? Specifically, the mods on the back of their necks.
Oh, I think I heard someone say, as I was kind of looking around for some parts, they were saying that that's like helping them with the breathing issues on board. You see, the longer you're on board, the air quality is not great. I installed a bunch of these air filters myself. I took them from, there was a bunch of pirates here 2 years ago. and they caused a big ruckus. All of them got murdered here on board, and then their ship was just out there for the taking. So I scooted on out my little drone there, and I had a little bit of a mishap, but we're all good. We're all fine. That's how I got this leg. It's like a metal peg leg.
Not a horn.
That's how I got this leg.
Yeah,
Is that how you? Are you saying that's how you lost your leg, or is that how you got the replacement part for your
Both.
leg?
Yeah,
Oh,
both.
shit.
Anyway, I found those air filters, and
You know, I say pirate ships of all kinds have all sorts of redundant parts. Air filters, leg parts.
90% of those parts you just don't need. You know, I've been
Redundancy.
building ships
Thank you.
for years. Had a whole career building ships, me and Albie. And then, you know, we came here to try to settle down and found ourselves on the old station.
How long have you been here?
Here, I've been outside of Absalom probably about 10 years now.
Okay. You and Elby?
Oh, Albie, you know, bless their soul. Long gone now. And the Isoki kind of like looks over, and there's like a picture frame of another like younger Isoki on the wall, and they're like they're both like holding hands, like posing for a picture. Kind of like rubs the frame. Yeah. Age gets us all in the end. There's no escaping it. What can you do?
But yeah, it's better than the alternative.
Yeah. Me and Albie, you know, we met building, fixing ships on a Keaton, you know, and decided, hey, I impressed them. I took them out I built my first ship, took them out on a bit of a first date trying to impress them, and then my airlock of all things malfunctioned, and we got into a panic, and Albie was always the brain, you see. And so I jumped up trying to fix the airlock. That's how I got this arm. Dick, 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 dick. First date.
While
Wow.
this is happening, can Key sort of like wander around the shop?
I mean, Key's not fully engrossed in this.
No.
I think TJ's gonna walk around as well, just kind of.
I'm holding TJ's hand. TJ has to
Oh.
be with me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
TJ
No,
is
no,
a
no.
captive audience.
TJ's here with me.
Yeah. That's how I got this whole thing, and you know, Albie built it for me, and I've had it ever since. You know, I have to fix it up every now and then, but works like a charm.
Yeah, it looks like it's brand new. That's really impressive. Amazing. Well, look, you know, it's not often that in my line of work, being a pirate, I get to see many other Yusoki. It's a real pleasure seeing another one of our kind out here.
You're hungry, you're thirsty, I can fix up some, you know, something.
Yes, I have a little bit of cheese. Do you want to
Oh,
share?
Skrank.
I would
Just
love
put
some
that lightning.
cheese, yeah.
Skrank,
Okay, we're digging in.
okay.
All right.
We do have to remember we're on the clock.
Sorry, was
You
there
know?
something Kivari was specifically looking for?
No, she's just listless now, listening to
Oh.
this old Nisoki recount their life, and she's like, "Oh, this is not why we're here."
You pick up like you're like looking around. There's like a small figure. It's like an old timey rocket. Is like a little figure, and it's got like Akiton Aeronautics. It's like a very corporate kind of looking toy, like advertisement toy type thing, and that's kind of like on a shelf. And then you see like another picture frame with Sprocket there, just kind of like full arm, full leg. I mean, both all limbs. Just looking like really proud in front of like this old kind of janky looking spaceship, tiny spaceship behind them, and another one of just like the landscape of Akiton, which is very sandy red rocks that are just kind of like plateaued in a desert, and like a city that's built into one of these walls of stone, basically. As you're just kind of taking it in.
Yeah, can I So while I'm doing this, can I are there windows? Can I be looking outside to see if anyone's circling the building or anything?
Yeah, you definitely see the front of the building has windows. The rest are just metal walls built inside. But you take a look out if you want to do a perception check or anything of that regard.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
Hell yeah.
24.
24. Fuck yeah. Yeah, you're kind of like keeping an eye out. What TJ is TJ doing anything specific or just hanging out?
He's trying to find a way to get into the conversation because he wanted to ask Sprocket about, was it like a drift? Is it a drift drive that we need so we can
drift drive? Yeah, if you they're pricey, hard to come by getting a drift engine these days. You have to. I mean, I might get lucky. You know, here's the thing between you and me, it like kind of reaches up and pulls you down a little bit. You see, there's this wreck.
Right.
There's a wreck of this old Knights of Galarion ship that's attached to Makestation here. People kind of avoid it. Some people wander in and are never seen again. This comes from way back during the war that happened outside of the station. You see, the powerful necromancers of Eox decided, hey, we're going to wage war on this Absalom station. They've got all the good things happening there, so we're going to attack them. And the Knights of Galarion and their allies tried to defend the station during this big war, and this is one of the remnants of that fight. Some people say that there's all kinds of hauntings on board. I don't believe any of that shit. But here's the thing, that's an awful big ship. Might be something to scrap on board there. Somewhere deep down, you might find some drift engine parts, maybe. They might need to fixing up. They might need a refueling, but on board this station, that's... if you can find it, I'll help do all the work for you.
Oh, okay. All right. We might be able to shake that with our current situation that we got going on. Yeah. Okay. Do you have like a business card? We can.
Oh, business card, and he hands you a wrench with sprockets written on the side.
And I take it and I sniff it and then I put it back down and I'm like, I'll be able to find him anywhere.
Oh, that's for you. And hands it back to TJ.
Oh, yeah, because I might need it for Rick. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, because you don't have a nose. I forgot.
Yeah,
Sorry.
No, my address is on the back.
I mean a good nose. Your address is carved into the back of a wrench.
Flips the wrench.
It's a branded wrench. It's a branded Sprockets wrench.
Yeah, thanks.
You flip it around, it just says upstairs to Zara.
Oh. I thought, okay.
You know, I ordered 100 of those. I thought they'd sell.
You're not selling them, you're giving them away.
Well, now they're business cards.
I thank you for your business.
And here, tell you, I've got rifled through like some box nearby on like a workbench. Picks out like a little wallet-sized photo. Here's a photo of me and Albie from 25 years ago. That was our honeymoon.
Okay.
Yeah, we went out to Versailles and we had this beautiful kind of dinner with the permanent sunset that's out there.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Sounds nice.
Thanks. We'll put it on our refrigerator.
No, sure.
In our ship.
Yep.
Don't you want it back?
Oh, I've got a bunch of photos.
Okay. Yeah.
So now you got the business card and the photo reference.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Rick so he can hold on to it. TJ's just gonna like put it in Rick's mouth compartment. Yeah, you just kind
of. Rick scans it.
Got it. It's in the cloud now. Good.
Perfect.
It's in the nebula now.
I don't fuck with that cloud business. That's how those corporations get you.
Yeah. We use the nebula now, so it's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got the Nebby cloud. Okay.
Yeah, I got the yeah. Yeah.
Okay, great.
New, improved.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want the photo back at least? I feel.
You can keep it. I've got
Oh.
hundreds.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, TJ puts it in his pocket. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it there. He pats his.
Yeah,
that's
that old wreck. If you're in need of really specific parts, you might be able to scrap something down there. In terms of the life innovations, seems like they're trying to help folks. If something goes bad, then I guess no one's gonna come after him up this way. So, and I'll look into the. I think we've got some stuff. I'll let you know the pricing and everything, but I like you all. I'll give you the old sprocket discount.
Oh, yay!
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
I love a
thanks,
good
Sprocket.
discount.
You got the friends and family discount.
That's
So kind.
He like scrunches up his nose and does a little smile. Are you sure you can't stay for tea or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Kibari, as you're looking out the window, as
Kibari leaves.
as this conversation is happening, you can see down back into that kind of infosphere area, and you see the troublesome youths have returned, and it looks like they're back picking at the infosphere. You see two of them are kind of like keeping an eye out, and one is just kind of like picking away. And Sprocket walks up. Are those those little fucks? They've been stealing parts out of that infosphere. I used to use that to get the current news. Now I had to set up my own kind of hub, and that's slow as shit. But they've been causing all. I think here between you, pulls DJ down. Between you and me, I think that they're maybe in with Nier's gang. That's tricky bunch.
Okay.
Question. How far away is the infosphere from where we are? Just straight shot.
If you were to like run and jump, it's probably. Let's think about this. It's probably 20 feet straight down to the the ground floor, let's say, and they're probably. I'm trying to think about maybe where Sprocket. Give me a luck check. Let's roll a d20. Let's just do a luck check.
Okay.
Let's make it a roll.
11
to 20 is good.
I was gonna
Justin!
maybe
What?
send Rick down there.
You gave me a 9 on my beautiful dice.
You are all on the north end. So the statue of Besmara, the sword is always pointing north. And you are looking at the statue pointing towards you, and behind the statue. So let's say that area is 40 feet, counting
Nice.
the jump and stuff. You're probably 70
It's
feet
pretty
on
far.
angle.
Key will just sort of say, those little fucks are gonna get away with more of that infosphere.
Those
If we
little
want
fucks.
anything out of it, we deal with them.
I'll perk up. Can I just send some like some dancing lights just as like beams? The range is 130 feet.
Whoa.
But can I make them like travel really quickly to make it look like they're like lasers or something, you know?
Let's do a what kind of check are we going to do? Let's do, I don't know what kind of check this might be. There's no like, let's do mysticism again. That kind of is the magic-y vibe, right?
Yeah.
This is gonna be.
Yeah, I do kind of feel like this
Although,
is
no,
like
hold on, this
being
would be-
a greasy rat fella, but
This,
okay.
No, wait. Let's make this. You'll get a +3 to this roll. This will be this is a caster check. I know the rules of this system. So you're gonna roll with a +3. That's kind of like if you were making a spell attack. That's the same kind of bonus you would get.
Okay, I got a 12.
plus 3 or 12 total?
12 total.
Okay. Yeah, you send your lights down. One goes like pretty fast, and then the rest kind of hover behind. Because they got to be in a chain of like 10 feet or something like that, I think. And you see like one, again, there's like a younger human, a Shirin, and like a space goblin trio, and they're all dressed in these like torn up ratty clothing. And you see like two of them have like these little blaster pistols, and they're kind of like eyeing around, keeping an eye out, and then one like dives out of the way as they think they're being shot at by this dancing light that shoots by, and then the other lights just kind of like hover in place, and they're kind of like looking around, and you see they look up and spot you all, and they turn to run. What are we doing? Are we chasing?
Oh, we gotta go get them.
Yeah, I was gonna send Rick to.
Time to go fast. I take off.
I think the only person who could keep up is Rick, because he has defeat jet dash.
Oh.
That.
You know who else has jet dash? TJ, I'm pretty sure.
I gotta check.
I think you also took jet dash.
I did. Me and oh my god, we can run. That's right, because I wanted to run away. Yeah, that makes.
Run away.
We both.
Great.
Oh, look at our look. But I think Rick's gonna be faster.
I'll bring up the rear. Me and my I'm just gonna take a minute to gather the rest of my cheese and say thank you so much to Sprocket, and then I really appreciate his hospitality.
Anytime! Ding, ding, ding! And you all like leap out. Kivari, are you leaping over the edge down into the Stazar Square?
I kind of want to, yeah.
All right.
Can we like hang on to the spear of the Basmara statue and like lay down?
That's very good.
Like we're zip lining, Justin. I want to zip line.
Either both of you choose athletics or acrobatics, whichever you prefer. What's TJ doing with the?
He's gonna let Rick jump and leap. TJ's gonna run downstairs normally, and then kind of like probably dash like normal, because that's like
yeah. Well, you with your jet dash feat can, whenever you jump, you double the height and distance that you can jump.
So
I
think I only got 30.
TJ makes some very, very good distance with jet dash, not get jash. It's not jet dash.
I think Rick might get there because this is 40 feet for land.
Whoa!
And that's 240 if it's times 6. Oh.
Yeah. With running, it's multiplied by 6 is your land speed.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. In this climate swing. Rick's that's the best boy. All right.
So the number of feet you're attempting to jump is the DC of this check. You get, TJ, a bonus to that. So you could, we're doubling the amount of jump. So if you're trying to beat a DC 15, you'll get 30 feet. Wow, that's an athletics check.
Okay.
And same goes for everyone now that I look at the rules. If anyone is aiming for a specific amount of distance they want to cover, it's the DC is how many feet that you're attempting to jump.
I got a 30.
A 30!
30 athletics.
Holy shit.
TJ got a 16.
Okay, hell yeah. That clears you 32 feet, TJ.
Oh my god, my boy's a monster. Oh.
What's Skrank do? I'll get back to the 30. What's Skrank doing?
Yeah.
I mean, I rolled a 19.
Okay.
Which is dope. I'm picking up my little. Okay, Sprank's got like baggy knees, right? He's got like a little pouch. He's like he's got a little body. Anyway, he's gonna.
Does he have diaper pants? Does he look like he have diaper pants?
Exactly. He kind of looks like if Aladdin were a rat and in the future, right?
Rat lad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rat lad. So he's gonna kind of like wiggle his, also keeping in mind, Skrank's also got his nose out for a big scary metal guy. So
yeah. Well, Skrank,
Mostly avoiding that.
you successfully leap onto the statue of Besmara and hang on to the spear, and you have some kind like a piece of cloth.
I wrap my tail around it.
Oh yeah, your
obviously.
tail.
Well,
And you,
Ow!
you slide down towards the statue and you wrap
It's
around the
dull.
side. Ben cleared. No, TJ clears 30. What did I say? 32 feet, just distance jumping. None of you take any fall damage or anything like that. Everyone did pretty great with those rolls. Kivari with a fucking 30. I'm gonna say you. What does Kivari? What does it look like when Kivari kind of activates some of those evolutionist vibes? And maybe specific to this moment too, like leaping and jumping and stuff like that.
Yeah, from her time there, when she would take that jump, you would sort of, you can't really see anything with her pants on and stuff, but then a little bit out from her arms, kind of like the way that she, because in the clothes that she's in, all of a sudden you kind of see her spread her arms out, and it's almost a little bit of a webbing that's like a flying squirrel that just sort of kind of appears as she jumps and glides a little, and then she'll just sort of land on impact.
Yeah, you land and roll and then just keep fucking booking it. TJ lands just a little bit behind you as Skrank leaps off of the statue, just a little bit behind, but not far. The way this is going to work is we're doing a little bit of a chase. They're obviously booking it. They're trying to get as far away as possible. You all did great launching into this. The way it works is we're going to have distance points. How far away everyone is from them. We're going to say both Kivari and TJ are just one distance chunk behind. Skrank is 2 distance chunks behind. By the end of this, every little round, we're going to do 3 rounds. By 3 rounds, if you don't catch up with them, then we'll go from there. If one of you makes it through the 3 rounds, that means you can catch one of these members. If 2 of you make it through, you can catch 2. If all of you make it through, blah blah blah. All of you burst out into these various corridors, running out of the Stazar, trying to track down those individuals, and you see them cut around a corner, and Kivari and TJ take off as Skrank is kind of following behind. You watch as you're running kind of out of another corridor, 2 Kasathas walk across the corridor with a giant glass pane. They're carrying a giant glass pane across the corridor. I need a DC 15 acrobatics or athletics check as they're just moving a big window.
From everyone.
Justin, you're a troll.
There's people walking around everywhere. There's some people are ducking underneath. They're hey, what the fuck? And they're gotta be done. Got work to do. Windows gotta go in place.
Windows gotta go,
What do we get?
Can't stop.
What do we get?
21.
19 for TJ.
19. Fuck yeah. What does Skrank get? What's Skrank do?
2.
Oh, no! Skrank!
It's
Skrank, you going splat?
I don't want to talk about it.
That's
There's
fine.
a rat on a window.
You get caught up in your pants.
So that's a success. You don't lose any distance for Kivari and TJ. I need a reflex saving throw from Skrank as they what do Kivari and TJ do as they're trying to avoid the window carrying Kasathas who 4 arms on the window?
Okay, I have a really cool idea, Ben. Okay?
Okay.
If Ki goes first, she can kind of jump and with her hand kind of turn the glass a little, so then TJ can kind of skip across it.
That's very cool.
Okay, I'm down.
Very,
let's go.
Very cool. exactly that happens. And as they're like, hey, watch it. We need to get this window installed. They put it back and Skrank hits it.
Sorry, we're really busy.
That's so funny because they corrected and Skrank just
And they're like, this is great. Perfect. It's already done.
Just imagine Rick going, bark, 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 bark.
Just in the back. Skrank, what did you roll for that reflex save?
I rolled a 16 for my reflex save, and my reflex is +3, so.
Oh, hell yeah. That is a success. You take 7 slashing damage as the window shatters and you crash through it. You roll on the ground. Skrank, you failed that check. So you were at 2. You're now at 3 distance away. Kivari and TJ are just like in the zone, pretty much like behind them. You still have a great visual on where they're going. The shifty teens like run through the crowd and like look back over their shoulder, and they're bobbing and weaving through various denizens, and you see one of them like hops over this stall, and like a few of them like slide underneath people that are like walking by. They run, and you see them cut off to the side into an airlock. The airlock closes behind them. This will be an engineering or computers check to quick hack open this airlock.
Oh, okay.
Skrank, you're pulling up. Skrank, if you want, is there anything Skrank is going to try to do to catch up in this moment?
I'm gonna mostly just try to like regain some sense of dignity and self, you know. In this moment, I'm gonna really
Save
take
face
a
a
beat
little.
for me. I'm gonna pinch my little nose. I'm gonna take a deep breath. I'm gonna count to 10. And then maybe I'm gonna how big is this pane of fucking glass?
Oh, it was you. Yeah, you crashed through it. Took 7 damage, like I said.
Yeah. Okay. But it's heavier than 10 pounds.
Oh,
you know what? I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use a. No, I'm gonna cast my. No, I won't do that. I'm gonna use a psychokinetic hand. Honestly, I'm gonna sit back, and my psychokinetic hand is gonna help the chaos that just move it slowly out of the way.
Skrank just like giving up on the chase.
Skrank is sitting
Frank's
down.
like, I'm tired.
Skrank's
They got
gonna
this.
take a beat, okay? I just ate a lot of cheese. Got a very full tummy.
What did we get on that computer or engineering check?
I did a computer check and I got a 30.
A 30! Holy shit.
Hell
I
yeah.
rolled a 19 and TJ's computers is plus 11.
Hell yeah. TJ, what does it look like as you just like you effortlessly get through this obstacle that they set for you? They're like, oh, this'll get him, but it doesn't phase TJ at all. What does TJ do to do it?
Oh, he does have a little custom rig. You probably see him like typing on like his wrist a little bit, and then Rick will probably just like bark 3 times, and then it just opens.
Yeah, Rick is transmitting the code wirelessly.
Yeah.
Not losing any ground at all. Skrank is like back up, like just like hobbling along down in the distance.
My ankle hurts a little bit.
Oh.
So slow.
They cut around the corner, thinking they lost you in the airlock, but see the door open back up, and you guys are hot on their trail. As they run into what looks like a dance club, the floor is just packed with people like moving and grooving. Lights are kind of flashing in all directions. It's super dim. This, you can do a perception, or you can also pitch a roll that you want to try to do in this moment to get through the final obstacle of the chase. Now, again, this could be perception or something else.
I think for TJ's probably gonna be perception.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm better in other. Okay. Is the problem that we have lost sight of them, or that there's just so many bodies?
There's just so many bodies right now. It's
cool.
a packed
Can I
club.
sort of like can I sort of try to like squeeze in between, not quite dancing, but like kind of slipping in between bodies as I go, grooving my way over?
Oh.
Is that like an
100%
acrobatics
dancing.
over?
Yeah, that's...
Does that work? Is that a
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. Let's roll that.
TJ.
What's TJ doing?
He's gonna... His perception of the dance floor, he's going to try and just kind of move with the beat and groove as he tries to catch up to the...
Hell yeah, let's make
Probably
those...
trying to dance.
Let's make those checks.
I got a 15.
That just makes it.
I'm a good dancer.
That would be a 15 on my end.
Hell yeah. Both of you just clear this. As you catch two of them, they leave the club and start running. There's like, the club opens up into this huge corridor. Massive, kind of not really like any of the other corridors you just came from. Like very open space, looks well crafted. It could be the inside of another ship, and you see two of them are like winded. They're like just like gasping for air as like a third is just like a little bit ahead of them. Kivari and TJ manage to catch up and tackle two of them as the third one you see running. These massive doors are just like ahead of them. Huge, probably 15-foot tall double sliding doors. They slip in past these. The third person is gone, but two of you have made it through and caught two of these shitty teens. And then 30 seconds later, Skrank runs out of the club. Skrank's got glass, like white neon glasses, like a
fun drink.
A fun drink.
Went to the rave. That's all that.
I have my dancing lights up again, and this time they are above me and colored. And I'm going for it. My ankle feels better now that it's warmed up.
That's good.
But yeah, the two that you caught is the small space goblin and the Sheeran, who kind of has like this dark, like fly-like look to them, like big, buggy eyes, and all that good stuff. And the space goblin has like kind of like long dark hair and green skin, and they look both of them are dressed up in these kind of like tatters. As like, oh man, come on. What the hell?
Empty your fucking pockets.
What are you, narcs?
And he will sort of like press her arm into their neck, and she'll be like, do we look like fucking narcs?
If you're the
Give me the stuff from the infosphere.
If you're the knights, you gotta tell us.
That's actually not true.
We're not. Trust and believe me. No.
One of them, you see the one that's not being pinned down, the Sheeran, they're like, oh, God, fine. And they like empty a bunch of like plasma diodes out. They're like, this is what we just picked up, a bunch of these. We need these parts. It's rough times out here, right? And the space goblin's like,
if you keep messing with us, Nier's gonna have your head.
Oh, are you working for Nier?
Yeah, we're on Nier's crew, alright?
Oh yeah, you look like you'd be part of Nier's crew.
Skrank has the silent disco headphones on.
Skrank's yelling everything they're saying. You working for Nier?
Boom, 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 boom.
Listen, kid. We don't give a shit who you work for. Did you take the Starstone?
What's Starstone?
Don't play dumb.
Give me an intimidate check.
Listen, I would do what he says, because if not, then it's gonna hurt. I mean, we already caught you. Your friend left. Like, let's be
Yeah,
reasonable.
Yeah, do what he says.
15. Yeah. The space goblin is like,
Brash has it.
TJ, you know the name Brash. And now it dawns on you that you recognize the space goblin and you recognize the Sheeran. These are 3 of the children that you fixed the driftball net for years ago. They used to play in one of the hangars in the Spike. Grown up off of the station. Apparently a part of Nier's gang. This is, if you give me 1 second, this is Frath and Gin. Frath is the space goblin and Gin is the Sheeran.
Brash.
And Brash, sorry, is the human who ran away.
Brash is like our second leader after Nier for us. And Brash, can you stop choking me, please?
Hey, Key, let him live. Yeah, I fixed the net for you 3 doofuses years ago. What?
You see the Sheeran looks at you.
TJ?
Yeah, TJ.
TJ, why did you come? Why are you here, TJ?
It's a long story, man.
Are you going back to the Spike?
Eventually, yeah, but not now. I gotta try and find Max and Grandma Nettles and all of them.
Oh, you didn't find Max yet?
No,
They closed
didn't.
down Corridor Town. They moved
What?
in. It's all closed up. They moved in. Ichihara Holdings bought it out and turned it into weapons manufacturing, kind of like a factory.
Yeah.
Most people moved either further down or they moved to down low.
Okay.
I can't believe. And the space cop was like, why do you?
Oh, don't be dramatic.
Stop.
It wasn't that hard.
TJ, it's been a lot's changed since you left, TJ.
I see it. I feel it. I didn't want to come back without Max and everyone, but the crew I'm with now, we're just it's a long story.
Okay, well,
But
anyway, Brash has the we needed some parts from the infosphere. We found some equipment that we were trying to get working, and so maybe Nier could have and they both look at each other, and Frath looks at you. Oh, maybe you should meet Nier. Have you guys run into Webb at all?
yeah, we've ran into him. Yeah.
Webb is they kind of have like an iron grip on this station, and anyone steps out of line, does anything outside of their will, and they end up getting spaced. So Nier came up here a while back and has been gathering up a resistance against Webb. All of our food has to go through Webb. All of our supplies that we don't have to buy from vendors comes from Webb. We have to get everything through them in order to survive up here. So Nier has been slowly taking things back and building it up so we can maybe fight back someday.
You shitty little kids wouldn't have happened to been in some vents recently.
We stole a shit ton of stuff.
Yeah, alright.
Oh
I'd
my
watch your
gosh.
backs if I were you.
We found the guys that did it. Mission accomplished.
Should we take him in, Skrank?
Don't take us in.
Oh, these
They hold up
little
blasters.
Terps- Yeah. Okay. All right. Ooh,
Put,
hands
put,
up.
put, put them down. Come on, guys. All right. Look. How about you take us to see Near and let's talk with him, see what more information we can get so we can get a better picture.
Yeah, well, let's go. We should find Brash. Okay, we panicked. Okay, we saw you guys. We panicked. We had to just run for our lives, thinking that you were with Webb's crew and gonna murder us. And so we ran. Brash took off. This is the plan we set in motion. Flawless plan to get away from everyone. It was this exact order, and we paid those guys with the window, and we
paid.
Yeah, we had a code word. It's
It's a terrible plan.
No, that's the perfect plan.
Did you see how fucking easily we cleared that?
No, we were too busy running for our lives. Anyway,
Okay, it was really easy.
the plan
That was
ended.
a really good plan, guys. That was a really good plan. I really liked it, honestly.
Thank you. Yeah.
10 out of 10.
The plan ends with we lose whoever's on our tail within the wreck of Iomede's blessing, which in the back you see those giant, huge ship doors with now that you can see an old kind of knight's emblem below all the rust and the dirt that's caked in. So Brash, we should go get him. We should tell him we don't have to run for our lives, I guess. We should tell us TJ. Brash will be happy to see you, TJ. God, we haven't played driftball in forever.
Yeah, we probably do a game or something after we talk.
We should probably save your friend first, though. Isn't that ship haunted?
Yeah, that was the whole point. We'd run into the haunted ship to lose everyone.
And your life along the way. Great plan.
No, we'd figure it out.
Right.
That's what you gotta do here.
Yeah. Okay, well, if you guys are cool, then, well, let's go try to Brash. As the space goblin and the Sheeran kind of like turn and everyone like starts heading down through this corridor through these massive two doors that are there. The interior is pitch dark, like complete darkness directly in. I think Kivari can actually see, but Kivari is the only one that can see without much issue.
I still have my rave lights going.
Okay. Oh yeah, well, never mind. Yeah,
So-
Skrank has little rave lights.
They're like changing like from purple to yellow to green to blue, red, purple, yellow, green, blue, red. It's good. It's a vibe.
All right. Well, there is lightly being illuminated in rave lights. You walk through this massive door. Beyond it, you can see the door kind of like as you walk by, it creaks with just age of the hull itself. The once form-fit steel is now bent and warped. A musky, dry, dead air kind of hangs in here. Feels like it's mostly undisturbed. Doesn't have that same kind of humid feel that the main Stazar has. It's incredibly dry in here. No emergency lights. You don't hear anything stirring. Feels like there's no life at all. Just within the door, you seem to be in an airlock, but the second set of doors behind it are open or missing. It looks like a barrier has been set up, and you see like long dead figures laying at the base, skin long decomposed down to just bones, dried out clothing and dark armor rests on them. Then beyond the barricade, you kind of walk by being illuminated in these like dance lights raving and back and forth. Beyond the barricade is no different. You see bodies that look like they're dressed in more formal night attire, but long dead, skin withered away with time. Looks like this might have been a battleground of some regard. The steel hull of the interior looks battered. You see parts are convexly bent from impacts from the exterior, and then like other parts are concave from blasts from within. You see remnants of scorch marks on the wall from fires that have died out a long time ago. Skrank or TJ, if you want to do an engineering check, as Frath and Gin are kind of like looking around. Ah, wow, this place is dark, hey? I didn't think it was going to be this dark.
I got a 16.
Okay.
That would be... You said which one? It was engineering?
Engineering, yeah.
That'd be 26 for TJ.
Hell yeah. 26 is wild. You both know with some confidence that these ships of this size, of this station, are fairly straightforward. There's a lot of long hallways, long open areas. They need to be able for people to quickly pass through. They're at least on these upper decks. Lower decks get a little bit more complicated, but these upper areas are pretty straightforward. Excuse me. Frath and Gin are kind of still like walking through this corridor, like softly stepping over bodies. Oh, I see some like there's dust prints here on the ground. Looks like it looks like he just kind of like kept running in, and you hear like a scream in the distance, and like Brash, and Gin and Frath take off in the direction of the scream.
Babysitting duty calls.
Yeah.
I guess we got to follow them, right?
If we want that starstone.
Yeah.
You all make a mad dash behind the youths, the shifty youths, as they like cut around a corner, and you see you're in kind of like this this main God, I had the word for it, but it left me. This very large kind of open area. You see like walkways kind of up around the sides, like balconies that are kind of built in the side of it. Crew members probably walk off into other rooms on these upper areas. This entire area is fairly open, and you seem to be like you're up a little bit looking down over rails. You see a human holding this glowing thing in their hands, emanating this soft orange glow. As you see all around them, it looks like the bodies of skeletons, the bodies of knights are slowly getting up and moving. And that's where we're going to end this session of The Vast.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Holy shit. We're here.
We did it.
We're on the spooky station.
We're on the spooky station.
Go station.
Ah, dude.
Skelly station.
How much more bullshit can I throw at you? I wonder. Who knows? But yeah, Brash, Frath, and Gin, all the little youths from TJ's intro, where TJ fixed the little netball, the little drift ball set up for them to play in the hangars, now are shifty youths working for Near, apparently, who is gaining goods and arms to try to bring a fight to Webb, to take back, or at least to live life not under a rule of Webb here on this criminal station, whatever that may bring, you know, who knows. Hey friends, let's go in like a reverse order here. If you want to, you know, tell people where they can find you or anything of that regards, Katie.
You can't find me under blankets. I'm cold.
Great.
That's it.
That's it. Ben.
Hey, I'm Ben. You can find me on twitch.tv/Ben Odinson every Tuesday, Wednesday, and 2 times on Friday. Sometimes, most of the time. Yeah. You can also find me here on the Vast and the Vast. Yeah, but that's it. As always, love you, proud of you. And I pass the baton.
Oh no, there's no one else in our show. I'm just joking. Beth.
Wow, this was such a fun first time on No Fame.
Wow. Yeah, thanks for joining us.
What a great experience.
Thanks for joining us for the first time.
First time ever.
Really appreciate
I've never met any of these people before. It's me. I go by @CamillaKip on many social medias, Blue Sky, Instagram. You can find me in Ben's chat harassing him.
Mm-hmm.
And on CSS, the Charisma Saving Show.
You remembered!
I did. I'm there with Ben, who's very proud of me now.
Absolutely.
And also, you can find me in Justin's walls.
Yeah. Just
That's where I live.
Infested.
Chewing on wires, drinking gasoline.
Hell yeah. Hey, I'm here too. Did I turn off my things? Probably not. Who knows? I did. It's me, Justin. Hey, I am here doing No Fame things. We've got 1 session remaining for this year, for the Vast. Gonna fight some fucking undead shit on a big old cursed ship. Why not, right? In space. That's the plan. Should be good. And then we're going to have a little fireside chat, I think, on the 27th of December is what we're hoping for. Knocking on wood. If anything changes, we'll yell about it. Hey, you know what's wild? Is that people support our endeavors and the things we do. Dice Club is on a pause because Canada Post are on strike, and I hope they get everything they demand because fuck what the executives are trying to introduce, take away their workers' rights, and not even paying the people that work for their company or giving them things like sick leave and days off and stuff like that. Trying to make them work 7 days a week, bad stuff. So I truly hope the union gets what they're looking for out of this, because it's for the better of all Canadians when workers actually fight back against corporations and all of that good stuff. But hey, we might be back with Dice Club. I've got, when the mail comes back, I'll ship out the ones that have already been ordered. One of them got lost in the friggin' mail. So there were so many dice in there too. I put extra little fun bonus ones in there because it was going.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it happens.
It's the saddest.
So I got to make extras. But all the orders will be shipped out. But hey, if you support our show, I think I have a command. Head over to our Discord. Even if you don't, head over to our Discord. It's cozy there. We're a cozy group. We chill out. We talk about nerd stuff. If you support the show, you'll see supporter channels. As long as you connect whatever platform you support us on, you'll see it there. Wow, so cool. And we got like gaming servers and some other shenanigans on their maps and all kinds of good stuff. But hey, I'm going to give a little shout out to the people that keep the No Fame lights glowing. We've got Rudy Runes, #Awufy Your Life, and we've got Retson. It's embarrassing, I have nunchucks. If you support the show, you yourself could get a shout out by filling out the form in the supporter channels. Wow, so cool. And hey, endless thanks to, even if you don't sign up on the sheet, we appreciate anybody that decides to throw a little stuff at us every month, because we use it to do things like pay artists and upgrade our equipment when we need it, and good stuff like that, which is truly incredible. Mind-blowing. It's wild. We're back with Silvistead next week. We just went mammoth drifting. It was wild. Now there's a giant goat.
everything's popping off over there on Silvistead. But that's it. Oh, you know what I haven't been doing? Looking at my phone to see if anybody. This is what I do every time. I never do the thing. I always don't do the thing to check who else is streaming. Are any of our friends online? Look, it's Abby. Abby Road 2, streaming right now. So we'll raid over. Stick around for the raid. We'll raid over to Abby. A friend of Ben's channel, hanging out in Ben's chat for all the chaos over that way. So we're going to show him some love. Friends, thanks for being a part of this session tonight. Thanks everyone hanging out in chat. Really appreciate you all being here. And we'll see you soon, travelers. Stick around for the raid. Bye.
Stick around for the raid.
Bye.